internet! Welcome to gay! What's up? Dude, there's so much Sonic music playing right now. I just got done marathoning the Sonic movies with the Fluffy Barrage Gang. Stormy was hosting a little movie marathon night, very fun. And I went and replayed Sonic Mania while that was happening. I didn't finish though, I got up to Metallic Madness, which I think is the second to last zone in that game. I probably would have finished the entire thing if I didn't get distracted by Farm Fucker Valley. That game's still fucking good. And I remember where a lot of the special stage rings in that game are. Surprisingly. Been like 3 years since I played it. Ugh. We're gonna do some more Outer Wilds tonight. And I don't got much to say other than that. I looked for some apartments today. Speaking of Metallic Madness, I was looking at some apartments today for when I move. And I saw some good options. There's like too many options, which scares me. Man, I want to keep playing Sonic Mania, but I also want to keep playing Outer Wilds. Oh, Christ. I'm like not prepared at all. I have the wrong fucking Fugi on. Just not ready at all. Oh my god, and fucking emote only mode is on because of fucking Bikubot not starting. Sorry about that. If anybody was trying to chat. Oh my god. Hold on. There we go. Jesus Christ. I started stream, I hit start stream, I went up to go pee. And then I sat back down and said, yep, I'm ready. Alright. I think we're good to go. What's up, Ghost Lizard? I wonder if I should add a second set of eyes to the drawn on. Dude, I was gonna adjust my PNG to have the translator tool out, but I forgot. I frickin' forgot. I like how I have a launch codes prompt at the bottom of my screen, but I don't actually have to input the launch codes. Yum. Yummy. Alright, where should we go? Should we go right for the twins? I think we go right for the twins. Oh! We're going too far. What happens if I go all the way to the outer reaches of space, I wonder? I wonder if anything happens. Whee! Oh, man. Holy fuck. Okay, well, that's strange. I'm pressing down on the left stick and nothing, it's not locking on. Oh, look at that, it's starting to suck in the sand. That's a common glitch. Damn. Ugh! Alright. Is my landing? Okay, there we go. If you left click to lock on, it fixes it. You can also reset controls to default or just alt tab. Alt tabbing is usually what causes it. I didn't alt tab though. That's strange. We'll see if that works later. What's up, professional watcher? Such a professional that you got first even though you weren't first. Okay, so I didn't alt-tab, but I did click out of the game. Which I guess effectively alt-tabbed. So, that's probably what happened. Let me in! Alright, so we didn't get to explore these caves all that much last time because the sand was rising. Found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct long-term shelter there. The cavern Melloray found is a wise choice for shelter. Will one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry, as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand and make sure no one is lost. Seems like a good place to go very first, before anything else. Oh. Damn. The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. Continue to the room filled with rock column formations and climb upwards through the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so you must be cautious but swift. Sandfall at the pit and then turn left. Okay. Turn left, okay. Wait 3 minutes at the 7th sandfall? I haven't been counting these, but also don't tell me what to do. Let me figure it out myself. I forgot to put in the pinned message. Earthbound reference? Oh, okay. I haven't played Earthbound in, like, actually a decade. Or more. I'm so lost. I'm hella lost right now. Instructions unclear, got my dick stuck in the sandpit. Oh, okay. Walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit. Turn left, continue the room with rock-hung formations. Climb upwards through the opening above. Oh. There's an opening. Ah, here we go. I made it. Be cautious crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Mallory and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Okay, hold on. Before I forget. First time playing. No spoilers gets you in the boilers. And then I gotta pin this. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it, you'll reach the shelter site. Okay, so there's a tunnel. Over here. You're doing well. There's only a little farther left to go now until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. Ugh. Oh my sand. This is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. From what we can see, Coleus and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly, this hole is too small for it to have fit through. Hypothesis, there's another entrance to this cave. If there is, Coleus and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information uncovered. An update, we need to find a way inside quickly, Melloray, because when I returned here to search for an entrance to this cave, there were children playing on the specimen. Oh god. Oh god! Lot of anglerfish in this game. Anglerfish are fucking freaky and scary. Trees! Anglerfish fossil overlook. The nefarious anglerfish. Ugh. Holy moly. We're meeting in the Fossilfish Cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the Anglerfish Overlook hole, You'll have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave, and then up and into the Fossil Fish Cave. I tried to get to the Fossil Fish through Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Paget can't fit through the Anglerfish overlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levi now. Who cares? Elix is still the tallest. I like how, dude, the children writing is like scribbles compared to, I guess, the grown-ups writing. What a neat little fucking detail for that. Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the anglerfish overlook and throw a light into his mouth, he'll show you the way. Spooky, scary, distorted music? Stepping Stone Cave. Okay. Oh boy, the sand is starting to rise. I should go get that oxygen before anything else. Yay! Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. Can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. I almost can't comprehend this as being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. Unsurprisingly, Idea, I disagree. We're pushing a possible new technology further than ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of this star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poke, I'm deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we build it, then I won't support the station's use. Okay. What's this? Ah, lights! Anglerfish Overlook District, Stepping Stone District, High Energy Lab Trailhead. High Shrine District. Ah, man. Should I try it? No, it's probably not a good idea. I should come back later. Oh, I should super come back later. Ghost matter. Ugh. Oh, right, they were saying that you can see ghost matter with a camera. How do we get over there? I mean, there's no way. There's no way I can figure out safe passage through that. Blech. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me lots of Nomai died when our clan came here. What if the eye wanted that to happen? What if the eye isn't something good? What if indeed? Gravity cannon? What the? Oh, boy. It's like, okay here. And here. Ah! No, don't worry, it's just the Northern Lights. Whoa! Whoa! Dark Souls shortcut. Dude, Lechonk. Now this is epic. Ugh! What's up, Gravity? Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Yup, I know. All good. All good. Don't worry. Where's my fuel? Let's see. Nomai debated building a sun station, blah blah blah. Nomai built something called the sun station, but not everyone supported its construction. I had to refresh, I was in emote-only mode. Yeah, I accidentally started the stream, and forgot to open my thing that, turns emote-only mode off. But I fixed it. It's okay. What's up, Sen? Found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. Know my children used to play a game in Fossilfish Cave. There's a way to enter Fossilfish Cave from Stepping Stone Cave. The entrance from Stepping Stone Cave is hard to see, unless the anglerfish is fed a light first. Yeah, true. I thought I was being punished by being the only person in emote only. Yeah, God is punishing you. I remembered I wanted to see something over here when all of the sand is drained. Ah! My headlights! Dude, not the pregnant Sonic emote. I don't want to be in trajectory of the big sand beam, but I fear that I might not have a choice. Wait. I know. I'm gonna park my bitch up here. Can I go back to lurking so I can play Overwatch? I'm so sorry. I hope you get better soon. You should play this game, though. It's fucking awesome. That's what God punished them. Ah! Ah! Oh. Here's our first delivery, Arrow. One warp core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Brood is installing this core's sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. Wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the White Hole Station that started this project, but I visit sometime to learn more. I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. To suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. Yarrow, stop using this scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her density rivals a neuron star's, and go meet her on the White Hole Station. I'd be happy to explain our findings. It's funny. So I missed this last time, but seeing those other doors in that last area we're in made me realize that there's a ball I could use to open this door. Trees! That sure is the sun. Do not put that ugly ass Chica emote in my chat. I do not want to see those goddamn freaky ass Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. Not even Roxy. Is there one of Roxy? Asking for a friend. Whose emote is that? Why do two people in my chat have that? Whose emote is that? Oh, it's fucking Gibson's emote, of course. That's oomph. Is that all that's in here is just trees? Ah! Oh my goodness. Well, Gary. Where am I? The fuck? Oh, it knocked me out. I enjoy that there are things that you can only do later in the day. Or early in the day. Dude, you're so right. It's super Majora's Mask. What is that? I can't catch up with it. Oh god. How the hell? You know what? Let's send the scout launcher over there. Oh. Where's it going? Ah! Oh, wait, it's peaceful down here. Ugh. Ugh. Wait, it's fine. Wait, what the fuck is this? Okay. Alright, goodbye. The fuck is that? What? What is that? It's very Wind Waker? True. Surely I'll be safe right here. Surely nothing bad will happen to me. This is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. If I know my brother Avens and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible. I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Ah! Oh, I see. I go here. Probably not a good idea. Control module. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may be responsible. Drama! 7 minutes, 56 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched from the orbital probe cannon. Oh my god, okay, it's been 8 minutes since the game started. Whoa. So, like, where is this? The gravity! Ugh. Riddle Hollow Projection Stone. Konoe, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Konoe, you should have seen it. You thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight through the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. But no, I am unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Holy fuck. Whoa! Are we underwater right now? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, we're in space. Ow. I see, so they built these thingies to, keep them in place. If a whirlpool sends them flying. Okay, so there's some stuff at Brittle Hollow. Anti-yeet columns, yup. And this is keeping my ship grounded. That's cool. The Whitehall Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. Okay. The Nomai crafted warp cores at the Black Hole Forge before delivering them to Ash Twin. The Nomai finished building the final module for the orbital probe cannon and sent it into orbit around Giant's Deep. I used a Nomai projection pool and saw the interior of a space station in orbit around Giant's Deep. This island is where the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. So I wonder how that happened. The Nomai on the construction yard saw something sink beneath the underwater current, which they previously thought was impossible. The Nomai at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean currents. The Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. There are two paths beneath Brittle Hollow's surface that lead to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, and the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. And where was Brittle Hollow again? Is that the one with the black hole? Go check it out. What's over there? Hold on. Something tells me we're gonna be here for the rest of the loop. This really is like a Wind Waker area. I dig it. Oh! Well, 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 fucking well. This is not at all what I wanted to happen to me. Dude, I'm gonna get eaten by a big fish. I'm gonna get fucking eaten by a big fish, bro. This is it. This is fucking it. Hold on, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Holy fuck. Let's try that again. Ugh. Statue workshop. This shit's broken. Oh, yay. Wasn't somebody supposed to be here? Ugh. Welcome to Giant's Deep, friends. I'm excited for you to meet the statues. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm likely in my workshop below, inside the island. I don't know what's up with all that. We're going to test the memory statues tonight. Flock said it could be dangerous, so we can't come. But what if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? Does anyone want to? Flock specifically told us not to do that. I really want to see the test too, Lamy, but that's a huge risk to take. We probably shouldn't. Maybe Fox will let us see a later test. So there's a secret entrance somewhere. Well, where it came from. I don't immediately see another way to get in there. Um... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I shouldn't have left. I shouldn't have left, I shouldn't have left. Put me back in. Oh good. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I could get in. Huh. The interloper just went into the sun. Does anybody know if we have cosmic horrors tomorrow? Anybody know if we got cosmic horrors in the implosion of the sun? Anybody know if we got world-ending cataclysm tomorrow? What's up, Violet? Holy fuck. So the interloper collides with the sun, and then a couple minutes later the sun explodes and kills everybody. Maybe there's a way in there from the ocean? Surely I'll be safe under the water, right? Nope. Now, why did they have to go and do that, though? Shiloh, you wrote that and I misread Gargantuan as Gangnam Style. Supernova is just a Gangnam Style nuclear explosion. That's true. Now, what if I just stop the interloper? Dude, the Phantom Moon. It killed my camera. Signal identified, Quantum Moon. It's gone. Ouch! I want to go in there. Grab my suit. Surely a black hole isn't dangerous, right? Southern Observatory. This is where I gotta be. Cool. Whoa! Whoa! Well, it was nice knowing y'all. Um, fucking ow, bro. Whoa. Whoa! Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. The tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with the corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. You must be standing on top of the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. See. That's cool. Ember Twin Projection Stone. Where can I put this? Ah! Um... How do I make it stop? I want it to stop. How in the world do I use this projection stone, bro? God. Let me in. I want to go back in. So I have to be looking directly up. And I'll know it's time because the ship will be aligned. Yup. Damn, that's fucking cool. I see, that's what this is for. Return warp status charged. Step onto warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Huh. Ship log. Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art, called the festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance too, like Anona's Warp Core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Konoe tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, this is like a classroom, and those are like little student reports. It's neat. I gotta figure out to put this freaking thing. School District, Meltwater District, Eye Shrine District, Black Hole Forge District. Whoa! I see. Meltwater District. Black Hole Forge controls. Whoa. Should, probably not dawdle here for too long. So many scrolls I could read. I'm gonna have to come back here next loop. Doing okay on time right now. Double the scrolls, pass it on to the next loop. Oh! Jesus. And you know what I just remembered? Time stops when I read, stuff, so. Read we shall. Forget this. Solution 2. The Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to Dark Bramble, whom my father said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in Fossilfish Cave when we were children. But Melloray and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There's no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Okay. Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. Lots and lots and lots of stuff to learn and to do. Oh Christ. Why did I think jumping was a good idea? Hi, Maroon. Dude, my right stick is like stalling every now and then. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the Eye of the Universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here are almost certainly exactly that, circumstances. Have we found anything exciting yet since the start of the stream? Yes, I went back to Ember Twin, and I explored the caves, and I found the big giant anglerfish fossil. I have not yet found how to get in there. And I also accidentally fell in the black hole, and I found the white hole station. And now I'm just exploring the rest of the black hole station. Oh, and we went to Giant's Deep. And I didn't really find anything of note there besides the workshop. And there was an island there where people were doing stuff, but the entrance was closed off and I couldn't find an alternate entrance. The Eye might not have wishes at all. We have no evidence of supporting this. I suspect imagining we are special to the Eye in some way is wishful thinking. The Eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been calling out at all. And though my ancestors heard the Eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the Eye. We observed the Eye's signal in our travels, and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. What is the Eye's signal? Suppose the Eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call, Are we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. Of note, from the signal we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. Ugh! I imagine I've been hard on Poke, again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. Poke and I are oil and water. Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. Earl, just apologize. I don't know what you're apologizing for, but... Gotta figure out how to get out of here. Interloper's getting close to the sun. I also figured out that when the interloper... Well, first of all, that the interloper crashes into the sun. That when that happens, it means the loop will end soon. I am hella lost. Never mind. Can't go that way. Huh. How do I get up there? Music ended. So, if there's a way to warp... If that's, like, supposedly, like, a warp thing, there has to be a way to warp up there, is my guess. But I don't suppose I'm figuring that out anytime soon. Nothing bad will happen to me because I'm going to go into the black hole. That's awesome. I do not have the DLC. I'm going to wait to get the DLC and do that content until I feel I've done all of the main game. Alright, first things first. We're gonna park the ship right by the warp station. Holy moly. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I mean, I feel like that's just the natural way to go about it, honestly. If it was stuff that they intended you to experience... Oh shit. The cockpit. Cock injured. If it was stuff that they intended you to experience alongside the main game, I feel they would have just made it, like, a regular update into the game. But since it's DLC, that just says to me, like, hey, do this after you play the main game. Alright. Ship is gonna stay right here. Dude, no way I lost the fucking black hole. It's a black hole. How did I lose it? Unidentified signal nearby. Let's check this out. Oh, is this another distress beacon? Escape pod 1. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals. However, if it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Patch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourself swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Here we have another escape pod. Begin flight log. Escape pod 1. Vessel's been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. You know, oddly enough, this is making me want to replay Pikmin 1. Launching escape pod 3. Launching escape pod 2. Now launching escape pod 1. Alert. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. Emergency escape hatch. Whoa. Well, I found the black hole. Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. But it's awesome! Olimar would be a great asset to the Outer Wilds Ventures. Bro would shit his pants if he had to go through this. He works for a fucking freight company. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. He's been through worse? Than a black hole? Than the sun exploding? This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here's everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. Yes, he's in a straight marriage. Wait, you're right. But he loves his family. He's in a happy straight marriage. Also, he's bisexual. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. You know, something that I don't tell a lot of people is that actually I'm actually older than the universe too. So, like, I don't know. This eye is like not all that special, if you ask me. So that must be the vessel. The eye called out to the vessel. The fucking Bramble planet grabbed the vessel, brought it inside, and the vessel shot out 3 escape pods, and one of them is still inside the freaking Bramble planet. Whoa! 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 I didn't mean to do that. I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong, it wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Tree. Ouch! Holy fuck! Person! What's up, Rebeck? Oh, you launched. That's great. Good job, you. Wow, I guess that means I've been out here a while, huh? Well, this is Bristle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. It's great. What are you doing here? Here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in this solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, you've probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody that I'm out here. You want to know how I even got this far? I fell. Tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere my little scout says is halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity, so I'm just gonna stay here until I'm ready to move on. But that's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all the way to listen to me blather, did you? Yeah. I learned something. Oh, cool. What is it? I found the Nomai escape pod on Brittle Hollow. Wow, so then the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system. They must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? And where did the escape pod launch from? So curious. This is an amazing discovery. Hope we can find out more about how and why the Nomai arrived here. Saw the old settlement. Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timber Hearth. You know, somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. Saw the Hanging City on Brittle Hollow. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? The Hanging City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to a you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai, though. Maybe they needed the black hole or something. Ugh! Saw the Sunless City on Ember Twin. You mean there's another Nomai city inside of Ember Twin? It's incredible. The whole city, and I had no idea it existed. This is great. How did they keep the sand out? If it were me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the caves by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the Nomai sure were ingenious. Building an entire settlement underground. Sunless City, wow. That means there were 2 groups of Nomai. One that lived on Ember Twin, one that lived here on Brittle Hollow. They must have traveled around the solar system, since Nomai writing could be found on other planets, too. Wow, where shouldn't you explore here? Not the black hole, actually. That's no. Which is unfortunate, because, the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City. That's just to the north. You can kinda see it from here. There's also this big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. You can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I tried. If it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Oh yeah, I didn't end up going there yet. What are you doing out here? Me? I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or, the archaeologist. Seeing as I'm all Timber Hearth Scott right now. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. This planet is an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about the Brittle Hollow Nomai, I'm your Hearthian. Or, I have some knowledge of them, so maybe I can help. Oh, see you later. In I go! Whee! Alright, ease up with the landing. Ease up, ease up, ease up, ease up. Nice. I'm curious what a speedrun looks like for this game. Give me this. Gonna get more fuel soon. What's up, the interloper? Huh. Oh, and you can see here. There are shipless runs? That's so funny. Wait, that sounds awesome. God damn, that's cool as fuck. Howdy, the interloper. Welcome to the stream. Oh, what happened to my landing gear? The fuck? There's a suitless run? Aw, hell. Ow. Blech. Southern Observatory, south 550 meters. This way? The Crossroads, west 350 meters. The shuttle is currently resting at the Quantum Moon. What? Activate the gravity cannon. Call the shuttle home. Ah! This can't be! This can't be! What's happening? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god! There's no way. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that was supposed to happen. This is a bad time to tell you I visited your farm and farm fuckers. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta get my free resources. Cool. Alright. Hey, thanks for checking out my farm, Violet. Appreciate it. Holy money. Change category. Does Farmer's Valley have a category on Twitch? I'm done. I'm sorry. I needed to bring myself down. I needed a de-stressor. I'm here after watching it wander the skies for so long. I'm about to stand for the first time on the Quantum Moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I'll make the remainder of my journey on foot. You don't know why the Quantum Moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I'm ready. Okay. So that is good information to have. I can only get to... I can only get to the Quantum Moon via its South Pole. Where is this? Ow. It was gore of your comfort ship. It was gore of my comfort... Dude, the sequence of events that... I can't even describe what the fuck just happened to me. My ship blowed up, and then I got whisked away. Unwittingly. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. would like to re-enter the shuttle. Okay. Hi, Rebeck. Don't let Deku drive. That wasn't my fault. I didn't do that. That was fucking crazy. That could very well go down. That could very well go down as one of the greatest moments to happen in me playing this game. Oh, I gotta fucking... There we go. So, there's a gravity cannon over here, too. Fucking let me down, please. Dude, controlling this shit is so hard. Look at his ship over there. What's up, Chert? Why do you look like an egg, bro? Goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well then? Welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Milky! Hi, Milky! Thank you for the raid. What were you up to? Sucker for love? Is that the game where you're trying to seduce like a Cthulhu babe? I've seen that game before. Looks cute. I hope you had fun with it. Welcome in everybody. My name is Piku. If you don't know me, I'm a funny gay robot. I'm playing Outer Wilds for the very first time. If you know this game, please do not spoil anything. Don't tell me anything. Let me explore and figure things out for myself. If you spoil or if you tell me stuff, I will kill you. Even if you think you're joking, I promise you it's not funny. So don't do it. I'll kill you. It's the second one, so a goat mama is trying to seduce you. Oh, I didn't know they made a sequel. That's cool. Yeah, my mod Violet Bear VT will launch you into the sun. And similarly, hold on, I can't pause this. Similarly, if you're unfamiliar with Outer Wilds and you're interested, there's gonna be spoilers abound, so, avert your eyes. Milky, thank you again for the raid. If you got a raid and run and get yourself some food or a snack or some water or anything, go take care of yourself if you gotta. And if you're gonna stick around, I hope you enjoy your stay. You guys should go follow Milky, by the way. Milky is an awesome friend. They're in Raw XD with me, and they're a really fun streamer too. You should check out their content. We're talking to this egg motherfucker. His name is Chirp. Hornfels asked me to update our star charts, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know? What's weird is, I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually, I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye or 4 on stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. You know, I think I've seen a couple. I have seen a couple going on. I found something. I found Nomai writing about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. How do I know if I've spotted a supernova? Supernovae look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. What are you doing out here? Right now I'm documenting stars. Hornfels noticed our star charts are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornsfels either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky? It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely, not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. You don't even know, buddy. So where did they live? Out on the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin, but did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomena. If you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. Promise you won't be disappointed. Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta actually, I gotta identify the signal. Now that I think about it, I don't think I ever identified the dude on the moon with my signal scope. Should go back and do that at some point. Alright, where's that gravity cannon? Found it. This time I'm not going to park inside. That is a bad idea. The shuttle is currently resting at the Comet. Activate the gravity cannon, call the shuttle home. Check out the shuttle. Whoa! I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the SAR system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inward to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back safely, my friends. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh god. Oh wait. So what does the right one do? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that, huh? What's up, Mona? Hot take, no, my ships kinda suck. Yeah. Alright. Let's go back to the moon. Oh, hey, a flag. That's a game? Awesome. Freaking love this game. Didn't identify Esker. That means I didn't identify Rebek either. Okay, hold on. You can, like, just barely get a good look at the... The fuck is that? Like, that's the interloper, duh, but, like... What is it? It interlopes. Oh, true. Wait, you're truing. Where they keep the Yuri? Oh, I gotta get over there. Moves too dang fast. What up, the Phantom Moon? Or the Quantum Moon? I also, like, want to see what that little platform thingy circling the sun is, but I don't know if I'll be able to land on it. Come on. Ugh. Where's Rebek? Hmm. Gravity Crystal Workshop above. Oh. Ah. This is where I was when Jules raided me the other night. And when the sun exploded. Tells you the surface integrity. There you are. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay, guess I'm going this way.
Hello?
Oh my god! Hey Ray, what's up? Did I scare you? No. There was a giant rock that was falling right next to me. Be welcomed in this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. Ooh. Okay. Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Unless... able to go up this way? Southern Observatory. Get in here. Ding, 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 ding. Unidentified signal nearby. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. How's the Outer Wilds? It's fucking awesome. This game's cool as shit. Trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely, the entire plant, roots, and all. This is not normal, even for this alien planet. I never see them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant, or my brain must be. Bloom is right, the trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There's other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock moving in the same eerie way. That rock is unusual for another reason, too. Thatch. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis. This rock shard's presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what is causing other nearby objects to also move about this area? Bloom, Felix, and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. Of note, a unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend the Wandering Moon sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling out from Giant's Deep, Timberhearth, and the Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the Wandering Moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this grove's are related. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't originally from this planet? Hypothesis, this quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. V. Gotta figure out how to get in here. I desire quantum knowledge. Entrance to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is below. Probably not another way in then. That sucks. Has anything in this game scared you? There's a big anglerfish thingy, but it wasn't alive. My ship exploded because I called a shuttle on top of it on accident. And these big rock thingies are falling. And it dropped me into a black hole. Yep. See? Those are falling. I have jumped into the black hole. I've jumped in and I've been dropped into it. Me and the black hole go way back. I'm familiar with the black hole. Now, I wonder if I could, fall into where I need to go. Oh. Does not seem likely. Yeah, there's no way. Well. Wait. What's up, the interloper? Wonder if I can land on it. No, please, let me get on. Wait. Dude, the Yuri rejected me. New plan for this loop. Full speed ahead on Giant's Deep. Wait, hold on. Maybe I could fly my ship. I could fly the ship into where the quantum knowledge tower is. Full speed ahead! Rah! Now that's scary. I can't seem to break into the current. What's that red light? Oh, hold on. Taking a sips. What's up, Gabbro? It's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. First solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? So hey, don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, like, dying repeatedly. I don't know, it's pretty weird. Dude, me too! What about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusually lately. Yeah, time loop makes sense. Cool. You're taking this pretty well. Right back at you. Personally, I like new experiences. I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. I don't know, that's scary. Dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine if I found him before anybody else? Before I died? Before the sun exploded for the first time? I kind of want to see what would happen if that happens. Looks like you and I are the only ones who can still tell that time's gone all weird. I don't mean to alarm you, Gabro, but we seem to be in space. Bro is floating. Dude, he's chiller than a mug. I love this guy. I fuck with you heavy, Gabro. You ever watched a cyclone for so long it started to hypnotize you? I'm telling you, they'll put you in a trance if you stare at them long enough. I didn't find anything. Dude, it interrupted my dialogue with him. I don't like that you can miss your first dialogue with Gabro if you get launched by a cyclone in the middle of it. Yeah, it's kind of stinky. You didn't miss anything important? Okay, that's good. Tell you what, outer space really gives you room to think. Quiet and peaceful out here. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes a cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water. Then, less peaceful. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing a bright flash in the sky. Something must be happening up there in orbit around the planet. What else? Have you been to Statue Island? That's what I've been calling it, seeing as it's the island where I found the glowing Nomai statue. Get it? I was on the beach on Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened. By the way, it's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 on the Gabro relaxation scale. If you feel like checking out Statue Island, it's the one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected anyway. You'll see. I wonder if that's where I was earlier. What's up with this planet? I know, right? Oh, you meant, like, tell you more about it? I gotcha. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I tried everything I could think of to get past that current. Neither idea worked. As for the land masses, I've counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with that Nomai statue I saw on the beach. You seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. Little tip. If you get picked up, try to land in water. Less likely to kill you. Where's your ship? That's a good question. Definitely on this planet somewhere. I mean, unless a cyclone came by and tossed it into space, I guess. That'd be pretty nuts. Hope it's not lonely. Well, see you around, Gabro. See. Oh yeah, go ahead, Ghost Lizard. Thank you for finding that. Hello? Hello? Oh my god, I'm stuck under a fucking tree. Hmm. Looks like you and I are the only ones who can tell that time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornsfells and asked if they died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. Even if I tell Hornsfells about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't realize anything's different, and here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all of my memories from that loop replay back to me. Pretty sure that's related to this big Nomai statue I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, the statue opened its eyes and started glowing, replayed my memories like it had seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. And then you can choose the option for that happened to me with the statue at the museum. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with, why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. So, no glowing statue, no time loop awareness? I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find out anything new about the statues of the time loop, let me know, okay? I'll be here. Interesting. Okay, so Ghost Matter is that way. And I fucking fell. No, yeah, you know, that's okay. I didn't want to get back to my ship anyways. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yep. Yep. Yep, that's cool. I actually hated that ship. Hey, I found Gabro's ship. Just go over there. Be nice if I could fucking get in. Well, just you and me, Gabro's ship. There goes my ship. I think that cyclone is coming right for us, Capro ship. Where do you think we'll land? Maybe it'll miss us. Maybe that one's coming right for us. Kinda hard to tell. May as well try and get back to my fucking ship. I have 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Oh, dude, I saw my fucking hand. I saw my left hand and I thought it was a creature that was gonna eat me. It was scary. Dude, I cheated the system. I don't need to go through the scary, ghost matter. There's a ton of it over there, though. Trees. Trip 4, entry number whatever. Crashes 2, boring crashes 0. Remember to see Slate when I get back. Ah, yeah. All the way down to the core. Consider yourself conquered, Giant Steep. You just got feldsparred. That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so myself. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted. I can't wait to tell Hornsfells and Ghost on about this one. Guess brute force isn't always the answer. Right, so there's one more off the list. Seems all that's left is the big one now. Dark Bramble, here I come. Right, Feldspar's the one who went missing. Big giant fucking jellyfish. Ah, Christ. gotta get back in my ship. Come on. Oh, this is fucking stupid. Oh, made it. So I've been on 3 islands here so far. I found Gabro's ship. Is this the Nomai Statue Island? I guess I technically found 4 islands if you count the workshop. Okay, I have nothing to tell him. Alright, goodbye, Giant's Deep. And goodbye me pretty soon, it seems. Goodbye, Timberhearth. Goodbye, every pony. Goodbye, Gabro. That's oomph right there. You're lucky I'm in a time loop, because otherwise I'd be super dead. And you're lucky I don't have you grounded for medical reasons, because I have no idea what you're talking about. The sun is going to supernova, by the way. Oh yeah, the observatory has an exhibit about that. Between you and me, I glossed over some of the finer details. Astrophysics is really more Hornfield's domain. Me, I'm here for the rocket science and the marshmallows. I'm gonna go back to the museum. Probably more dialogue to be had. This will probably be the last thing I do. I'm quite tired. We can find somebody to raid. Okay. No new dialogue. Same as it ever was. Man, what a fucking game this is. And you may ask yourself, there's a fast forward time function. What happens if I just sleep the entire time? That 24-hour sleep stream one. Oh, you know. It just wanted to wish me well. Well, gamers, it's been real. Thanks for stopping by. I know this was a bit of a later stream. Probably won't be live tomorrow. I will be back with more of this as soon as I can. And I also gotta figure out when me and Puff are doing more of the devil. We gotta get back to that ASAP. ASAP, I tells ya. I know we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Robbie, dude. Robbie is also playing Outer Wilds for the first time. I don't know what point of the game he's at, but I know there's Outer Wilds enjoyers in chat tonight, so I'm gonna send you to another Outer Wilds stream. And I'll see you guys around when I see you around. Raid message is just gonna be, so, space, huh? Copy and paste that into Robbie's chat. Enjoy the stream over there. I will not be watching it because I don't want spoilers. But I'm gonna send you over there. Enjoy it. And I'll see you guys around when I see you. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Good night.